Warning. Following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Oh boy. What?
Okay. I went out the door. You know that? I went to pee under the apple tree.
Yeah.
I just got dive bombed by fucking 5 roosters. They're all up in the fucking tree, just fucking sitting there, and then they fucking
we haven't even started episode 3 yet, but that's a little blooper there. There's the turkeys that he's dealing with.
God bless, man. They're up there eating my apples. I know they are. Son of a bitches. Oh, I didn't show you. I'll send you a picture of it too. But I went ahead and I tilled our crop area. We're gonna start growing some crops out there by the greenhouse.
Ooh, I need to start getting educated on more healthier foods too.
Hey, that's the goal, man. We're getting all our beef over there, and we're getting all our produce over here. No more supermarkets.
I'm trying to get somebody looking at the camera, but he won't do it.
Dozer. Probably can't hear me at all.
Come here. Dozer. He's gone.
Yeah, he said, I've had enough of this.
Amen. Slate.
Are you doing your third? Are you doing 1, 2, 3?
Yeah. Might as well. It'll
okay.
It'll help me later on. It does. Trust me.
I didn't know you did 1, 2, and then you did the slate, and I was like, oh no.
Because my audio. I've told you before. In fact, I noticed a guy who normally does videos for Riverside. I've noticed that when he was doing behind the scenes of stuff, his audio is off too, and he's got more updated stuff. It all has to do with the video card that we use to plug in for our computers. That's what it has to do with, because the HDMI.
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing as long as you can remember this stuff right here. Then their problem's solved. But there's others that bitched about it. Well, you know what? If you're going to do this sort of thing, you need to do what's something they've done since. God, when sound was brought into music or into the movie industry,
old school, right?
Because audio is always different separate from video. It's not a big deal. So,
yeah, I mean, unless we're willing to, actually get 100,000 subscribers and then actually jump into the realm where we can afford more expensive shit, then we'll upgrade.
It still have to. The only way that it would be in sync if we were using webcams.
Oh, I thought there was a way that we could get like a.
Oh yeah, you can get more expensive video cards and all that. More expensive video capturing cards. It might be a little bit more expensive cameras. It might be more safe, but they're still off a little. Think about HDMI. What does it do? It captures your audio and your video. And if you think back to the day where it's like behind me is an old receiver. It's got your audios, your separate left and right channels.
Right.
And then it was everything's separate. That's just what this is here. It's separate, but the timing is off on the audio and the video.
That's why HDMI is such a staple, is because all those pins are all for red, green, blues, video sources, left and right.
Bingo.
All that shit. Yeah, I got you.
So that's why, we kid around about it a lot, but it's important to have something to have a peek. Because when you see that audio,
hey,
I got
a peek for you.
What's that, Whacker?
You don't. You sound like you don't want to hear this peak.
My allergies are starting to pop. I mean, my face still is itching.
The peak of his dick. What are you drinking?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. By the way, folks, thank you for joining us here down in the Man Cave. Yes, episode 33, I think. Right, we're beyond season 1. We've got over 100 subscribers. Hopefully, 101 at this point. Yes, thank you so much. Without your support here, well, we're pretty much on our own, but we appreciate you hanging out with us here. And of course, we usually have to start off with Chris. What the fuck are you drinking? He's died of thirst. What the fuck you drinking?
This is Sword of Orion.
That's another War Pigs.
By War Pigs. We're on a War Pigs roll here, brother. It says Destiny is a double-edged sword. And this is Munich style hells. I don't know what the fuck that means at all, but it sounds intimidating. So we're just gonna pour. How about that? Ooh. This looks like a lager. This is not what I was expecting. And our beautiful glasses are 23 ounces.
So, folks, if you're doing the math here,
they take
that's
two. Yeah, go ahead.
That's kind of 2 12-ounce cans there.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
If you can keep this head portion out, but
you know what? In today's 2024, that is 2 cans because you know as well as I do, they give you less.
Here's a little tip for all the folks, though. Get a little face oil on there. Go ahead and do like that. Break down that foam real fast.
Yeah. Because these IPAs, they don't give a shit how slow you pour sometimes.
IPAs don't give a shit.
That's right. And I'm going to rush into it real quick.
See how that happened? See?
Yeah, just take a little bit of salt and grease from the tip of your cheek or your nose. By the way, if you have a beard, don't rub your beard because there's more germs in your beard than your actual skin.
No, what he means is put your beard in the...
I'm going with we've already had this before, the Foggy Geezer. The Foggy Geezer.
I don't understand this. This is, when I'm holding it up, it looks red. But when I'm looking at it in real life, this looks like tan.
Light. Yeah. Yours looks like an autumn. The Foggy Geezer. It's non-filtered.
That's a lager.
It's a lager.
That's a lot. That's light. That's a lager.
Okay, now I'm having the Foggy Geezer. You've had that before. Let's put it.
What'd you call me?
Do either one of you, Andrew or Chris, do you ever get that not so fresh feeling?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, thanks to our new sponsors, Mass and Gilbert. Yes. Mass and Gilbert. It sounds a lot like a Mass and Gilbert, but it's from Mass and Gilbert. Basically, they will leave you feeling, fresh and clean. Yes, they're dedicated to basically affect a formula that cleanses you with some irritations down there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a comfort, glide strip with the flexible neck bottle. It's comfortable and easy to use. Mass and Gilbert. Freshness made simple.
I don't know where we went.
It's only available at Bubba.
I'm trying to separate Blinded by the Light.
Foggy Geezer? Damn it.
I still think of War Pigs, Black Sabbath, and Geezer the bass player. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy. That's good.
So, War Pigs and Floyd... I'm sorry. I'm getting my guitar world. What is it? What is it again that... Because there is a company that joined with War Pigs.
Look at this fucking shit. It's got like a fucking... It's got like a Spartan fighting a scorpion. Shit's nuts.
This makes me think of Aquaman. You know, War Pigs they definitely have some good IPA beer. I'm going to be serious. They really do.
I haven't found one I dislike.
I got to say, I really enjoy their stuff. So if you're listening, War Pigs,
Wow. I'll
tag the shit out of this. We really love your beers, and I've been relapsing on some ones in the past. So there you go. We need more of War Pigs in the southwestern Ohio area.
If they're listening, you better pump up that fucking production of fucking Blinding Light Show. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah,
you better
that's
get
our favorite.
You better get that bitch out here because that bitch
is our favorite.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I had her earlier. I had her last. I gotta stick to my roots. Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me go out and buy more tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm gonna,
man.
At this point, I will be there too. Okay.
I think there's a hole that Jameson drills in the bottom of those because that shit goes way too fast. I think it's leaking. Yeah? No?
Zesty orange flavor.
Are you a complete loser? Well, go open a can of Meet Us in the Man Cave beer. It friggin' tastes awesome. Drink responsibly. Only available at Bubba.
We had a little teaser there at the end of our last podcast.
Oh.
And I want to make sure I'm clicking on the right button here.
Music, yes, please.
Yeah, we got to get into some music here. I mean, I've got music. I wish I could hit the right button here. It's honestly
coursing through our veins, folks.
Yes, music is. I'm so proud that music is really becoming more a part. You know what? That made sense. It's today people are trying to figure out. People are trying to figure out today. Should I have a home, a partner, or an apartment? Oh, thank you, Jameson. Jameson's Chris's buddy, and Jameson, that stuff that's right beside me.
So hang on, this is 100 albums?
Recently, Apple Music, they released their 100 best albums. All right. Now, this is basically in the modern 21st century, ranking the greatest records ever. Let me repeat that again. This is Apple Music 100 best albums.
Fucking bold.
In modern 21st.
Bold words right there.
Now let me get it. I won't read too much into this. Basically, this is coming from Apple's Music's team of experts.
Oh yeah.
Experts. Yeah. Alongside the select group of artists, songwriters, producers, and the industry professionals. Now, the reason why I'm doing this whole quote thing, I am thinking of my mentor in the music industry. And Mr. Edward Van Halen said there are no rules when it comes to music.
Right.
Okay. So how the fuck are there experts? You know what? Slow down, Scott. Let's try to breathe. Let's just try to enjoy this moment because this is music. This is music, Chris. This is music. We want to. Music is a part of our soul. It's a part of who we are.
Yeah, exactly. But do you know the problem with that? You can't tell another person what's in their soul. You can't tell another person what resonates with them. You can't tell them what makes sense. You can only recommend. So these fucking lists are fucking bullshit. Because the only thing that makes sense is what these writers, what makes sense in their soul, what resonates with them. That for them to make a list and try to tell everybody else this is the top, this is the best, is all fucking bullshit. It'd be like us trying to sit here and we have our top fives, but that's just a fucking opinion. Everybody's got a fucking opinion. It's a fucking asshole.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Because I thought about top five. I mean, we've only done it once, and you Chris, you already know right now I'm itching to do more of that in the future.
Can I drop that hint?
Please do.
There's Scott's got a long storied history with vinyl records. I've always had a fascination with vinyl record cover arts and
yeah.
and like limited editions, like
I'm glad you brought that up. Go ahead.
when you pull out the vinyl and you like look at it and it's got the different patterns and stuff like that built into the vinyl. I want to do a top 5 of our favorite vinyl records release. So look forward to that one coming soon.
I always have chord issues with chair wheels, and I wonder how many other people do the same thing. It always does. All right, enough of my drama. Okay.
I think that will be I'll have fun because my only problem is a couple of them aren't open, so I can't show.
Well, you can just use the beauty of what we have today. Technology to show it.
Yeah. Who the fuck is Robin?
Yeah, I have to go over to my other screen. Whoops. Folks, trust me, you don't need to listen to me say that because it doesn't matter. I have to go on another. It doesn't matter. Who the fuck is Robin? Body Talk Robin. Okay, right here. 99. 99 Eagles.
Listen, I'm not
this
particularly. I thought this was modern.
21st century. That's
okay.
about as modern as we can.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. But
24 fucking
99?
years.
99? Wow.
I've got.
Listen, I'm not the biggest Eagles fan, but that probably should be further up the list.
Okay, we're in Ohio. I mean, you know what? Yeah, there you go. Astro World Travis Scott.
Fuck that.
This is more Chris's specialty.
I am very familiar with Travis Scott. I'm not on the Travis Scott bandwagon, but wow, 98.
That's 98.
Of the Eagles. Damn.
Now, Chris, I'm going to say something to you right now.
Wow.
I
feel like this is gonna be a list where we say "wow" a lot.
I'll just tell. I'm going to tell you right now. I feel like I should have said it doesn't matter because we're only at 98. No, I don't want. Maybe I'll have time to explain it later. But my own personal band is not even on the 100.
100 at all.
I'll just get that off my chest now. At least say it out loud
Eagles
for our listeners and viewers.
It's not.
Let's just put it this way.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? This is not about my band. Let's go forward here.
That is so subjective. Wow.
Yeah. Rage Against the Machine. By the way, myself personally, I don't think this should be higher because this is huge.
Rage is big.
Yeah, they're huge, especially their self-titles. Rage. This is
You're almost. Rage is very political. Rage is very big. You might as well like put Alice in Chains or like Nirvana.
Yeah. Let's just this. I don't.
Lord, fuck Lord.
I just. This is a. Yeah, we'll just move forward. Usher.
Confessions trash. Come on.
It's 95.
Come on. It's trash.
Yeah, I've got so many feelings right now. I'm just being what the fuck is this?
That was his only good record. And I feel like all pedophiles should be off. Sorry. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Pedophiles should be off the list. Sorry. Fuck.
Well, I don't know what this is, so I don't. I have no response to this.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Same thing. Yada yada.
That's Beyonce's sister, I believe, Solange. Don't understand why.
Yeah.
She's 93. Sorry. Tyler.
I have no fucking clue.
I wouldn't put him on a top 100, I don't think, but Tyler, the Creator, is very good. Very good.
Now,
Good artist.
I'll give you a little because, we've got so much time here. We got George Michaels, right? George Michaels was an amazing songwriter. I like George Michaels. George Michael, I should say. I do.
He's had plenty of hits. I mean, I can't take that away from him.
He has wrote between his, Wham and George Dave.
I was going to bring up Wham, but yeah.
This should be lower or higher, I should say. It's just that's my own personal.
I've seen 3 to 4 that already should be higher.
Yeah, but just George Michael deserves more here. That's just me.
90?
90, and honestly, earlier AC/DC. At this point right now,
that should be inside 50, I think.
But this is a huge fucking album of AC/DC's, no doubt about it. Black and Back is a huge, because they just lost their original lead singer, Scott.
Wow.
What the fuck was his last name? I apologize butchering, and I'm being, all due respect to ACD fans, I cannot think of his last name, but they just lost him. He was the heart and soul of AC/DC. And then they come in, I'm not going to do a whole, this was huge, and it should be fucking higher than 90.
I was thinking inside 50.
Lady Gaga, I have all the respect in the world as an artist, as a musician. But I'm on the fence with this right now, so I should keep my opinions at.
So we've covered Lady Gaga. She was amazing starting out. She was a amazing recording artist before she eventually became. I forget what her name was before Lady Gaga, but
I don't know her name.
Stephanie. Oh God, Stephanie something. But she was more like a lounge singer. She was more of a pianist.
In other words, an actual musician,
amazing vocalist. She was amazing, but the corporate monster grabs hold of her, and she becomes Lady Gaga. So, I don't know that album. I can't talk Nina Simone. Oh man,
that's why I try to keep my. I don't know either. Now this is obviously
Nina's fucking phenomenal.
I put a spell on you. This is an old classic. I hear the song in my head. I really do. Actually, I hear the song in a jukebox, which is fucking. Oh, it's soulful.
Okay, I'm all right with that. More,
that number, I agree with that. I have no idea who the fuck this is. Honestly, I don't.
I got nothing.
Okay. Okay, Mary J. Blige. She was big, I'm going to say, in the 90s. So maybe this number is fine. But in all honesty,
no.
Nothing against her as a person. To me, she was a one-hit wonder.
Funny. Before we move on there. Oh God, I love Casey.
Go back.
Funny anecdote there. DMX actually wrote a diss track to Mary J. Blige because she was also raised in Compton, and she was kind of turning her back on the city. So DMX had kind of a problem with that and created a diss track against her. I need to play that for you one time, but eventually they squashed the beef and they made up and made friends and stuff like that, and they recorded albums together. But My Life, no, doesn't even go in top 100. No,
this is completely unrelated. I had no idea. Vince Neil from Motley Crue. He grew up in Compton. Could you imagine that shit? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, folks, for you who are just now catching on, if you're just now watching for the first time, Chris, his number one is DMX. And
wait, did I say Compton?
Yes, you said Compton.
Fuck, I fucked that up. Yonkers, New York.
Okay.
Can you switch that around? I fucked that up.
It's okay. Trust me. You know what? It happens to the best of us. Sometimes when you are so part of something.
You know what?
We're all good at that. Trust me, we're all good at that.
I'm listening to Kendrick right now, and he's from Compton. Maybe that's why. But
yeah,
no, Yonkers, New York. Yonkers,
you know what?
Is what I meant.
I said something to Chris in the last podcast. It's been a long time since Paramount. I had a chance to watch Wolfgang. Behind the music, it's really a lot about his mom and dad, and I wanted to share it with Chris during the podcast. And Chris gets to enjoy a DMX. It's probably going to be a lot of stuff that Chris already knew, but he gets to revisit his mentor DMX on Paramount Plus Behind the Music. So if you're a big fan of DMX, go to Paramount Plus, where they've been doing a lot of behind the music stuff, and go check it out. So there we go.
Anyways,
I gotta plug it. If you're not going to do it, Chris, I got to do it for you.
That's not.
But up bump.
I love Casey. I love Casey Musgraves.
I have no idea who this person. What is her genre of music?
Country.
85, and we just now get to country.
So good album,
right?
Great album. Probably 3 to 4 songs are on my regular mixtape rotation that I might play, but
your playlist
not 100. No.
That's one thing I can't appreciate about, like, say, Spotify, Apple, whatever. I love having that access to playlist. You create your own playlist. That's pretty cool. Now, I love Snoop Dogg as a person. I am more of a fan of some of his old school stuff. Sure, whatever. But as this number, I don't know what to say.
It's classic.
Really,
it's fucking classic.
So I feel like, out of respect for him as a because I do, there's something about him. I'm like, damn. There's some authenticity. I feel like he is someone that could appreciate so much about music in so many levels. I feel like, and I'm just saying this now and not knowing everything about this, I feel like he should be in the lower numbers on this one. I just feel that.
I think
I don't know the history of this album, though, as much as others.
This would be like taking. See, I don't know. It hit so many cultures, so many different ways. Like, you got to think about albums that changed the landscape of music.
Yeah.
When this came out, like, it changed the landscape at that moment. It was like there was all this East Coast rap going on, and then it was like Doggy Style came out, and it was like, oh, fuck that East Coast, like, it's all about the West Coast. It was like between this and the Chronic, it was like, damn, we're all West Coast listeners now. Like, you put Snoop, Dr. Dre, and Tupac in the same category, and it like changed the whole landscape of rap. So I'm okay with 84. I'm okay with that. I mean, maybe could it be
74?
Maybe could it be 83? Because I don't know who Patti Smith is, but
Patti Smith, I do know her. She is let's just put it this way. She was a big part of the beginnings of CBGB, the culture of more or less. Okay, she is actually more of a poet. She was like I can't say godfather, because she's the godmother of poetic punk.
Really?
And yes.
Fuck.
Yes,
yeah, I might have just
she don't give a fuck.
I might have just misspoke. See, that's what I love about music, because this might be something.
She don't give a fuck.
This might be something that I did not fucking know.
Actually, I'm going to keep on going for it, because I don't want to sit here and think of.
Yeah, we're only in the 80s. Shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking of John Cougar Mellencamp. He has a song that was actually written by Patti Smith.
Wow.
I need a lover that won't jive me. Okay, here you go. 50 Cent apparently has a big fucking documentary coming out on you know who, that monster. And this is going to be on Netflix. And as we all know, fucking Netflix rules the world right now.
50
Now,
Cent,
enough about that. Let's go to this.
50 Cent could be the biggest troll in the entire world.
Really?
And everybody loves it. Like he made fun of Floyd Mayweather that he couldn't read. He made fun of fucking P. Diddy.
That's fucked up. You don't fucking make fun of somebody who can't read.
No, Floyd can read, but he just can't read well. So he was making fun of him. But he might be the biggest troll. This might be one of the biggest records in like
early 2000s.
Yeah, easily.
Okay. We haven't even got to Eminem yet, and I know how big he was.
Oh yeah, huge. But Eminem was the driving force behind this. He signed 50 Cent.
Neil Young. I am.
Yeah.
Now, if this fucking list was done 30 years ago, I don't see this being at 81. I'll be honest with you. But at the same time, there's a lot of fucking, you know what? This is a rabbit hole we don't need to venture. So fuck it. Leave it at that. Oh shit. Here's Eminem.
Fuck. 80? Wow. If it's not been said, I'm obviously a huge DMX. Like DMX is my number one. I mean, he's like a lot of my lessons in life. But Eminem, oh man, that might be in number 2 slot right there.
Now, can I say something? We're at number 80 right now. And this is 21st century, so I have to respect that. I mean, the wheels go on the bus, go round and round. We go forward. So we're seeing a lot of, why am I stating the obvious? We're seeing a lot of 21st century. Shut up, Scott. Just, you got to move with the times.
This fucking album should be
hot, lower. Yeah.
This should be easily top 20.
Okay. 21st century. Let's keep that in mind. If you're watching or listening to this is more of a visual, I guess. So keep that. Look at me. If you're listening, I'm a fucking old fart right now. I've already talked about earlier. I'm like fucking looking gray right here. So yeah, I mean, move on.
That album was fucking revolutionary.
That was okay. I'm listening to what you're saying, and I get it.
Lana Del Rey, really?
I have no idea. No idea.
Wow. This makes no sense.
Norma fucking Rockwell.
Oh, see, I was reading that NFR up top, and I read it as not fucking real.
So I'm actually reading this from the actual website, so I don't know why I state that shit. It doesn't matter.
Wow. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Finally, something here.
Elton John
for me.
I mean,
this particular Elton John album, "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road." I'll tell you what, the beginning song of this. Okay, this is a great album. See, I'm thinking of albums. Okay, not disrespecting of the last fucking whatever.
Can you talk
albums? To me, albums, there's like more than a few songs that are great, right?
Yes. Can you talk about that? Because to me, albums need to be cohesive. It needs to be a cohesive venture. If you get like
you don't get that much that today when it comes to albums.
No, they're all just singles slammed together. No, a cohesive venture that actually takes you on a trip.
A trip
takes you
or
on an
a journey.
Yes.
A Funeral for a Friend is the very first song on this, and I'm telling you what, it is fucking a mammoth of a fucking song. And a lot of people, I guarantee, today don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. And it is a powerful record. And this is a bullshit right here at 78 for Elton John. And Elton John works with Apple. So that's fucking shocking right there. 78, I would say this is more in the 40s. Because this is Elton John, of course, his partner in crime when it comes to music. And I can't think of his fucking name. He's wrote so many other fucking powerful ballads for others out there. I need a hero. I mean, Meatloaf. He's done a lot of ballads for Meatloaf, Celine fucking Dion. In other words, I know there's out people my age right now, like, you cannot fucking remember his name right now. Because Elton John, musically, yes, wrote the music. He wrote the music, but he had his, I'm fucking this up right now, like I always do here on this podcast, but there was this album right here, fucking 78. That's an insult right there. It's a fucking insult. But another reason why it's at 78, because it's the 21st fucking century. So I'm done getting that. Oh, Madonna, just like a fucking prayer. Now, if this was done in the 20th century, this wouldn't be at 77, just like 78 Elton John wouldn't be at it. Madonna was fucking huge.
Yeah.
She was huge back in the day.
I can't hit on it. I mean,
she's a fucking freak today, but she was huge back in the day. She had a lot of big... Okay, I want to give you something else right now that I heard that's not on this 100, which is shocking as fucking hell for a lot of people. Whitney Houston, there's not one album of hers on here.
Really?
Whitney Houston had a lot. She had her first album was huge.
You know, Natalie...
It's not fucking here.
Natalie plays... Oh my God, she loves Whitney Houston due to her mom. And I'm sensitive.
Whitney Houston's
I try to be sensitive to that. But... Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and Madonna. She actually likes Madonna a lot. But yeah, I make fun of her all the time because Whitney Houston, I mean, her whole, she wasn't a good person, but she had amazing vocals.
Whitney Houston, yeah, she had some amazing songs, and her vocals were I hate to do it like this because it's so... Kelly Clarkson today in the 21st century, people will just like what she's saying is it's like, God damn, Kelly never fucks and she never acts like I'm that good. But Kelly Clarkson is just a natural talent. She's a natural talent.
I like her.
Her vocals just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But Kelly doesn't like to be on the Whitney Houston. Oh my God, that woman. Whew,
yeah, she just had a little
sing.
Allergy problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, ask her husband, ex, or, well.
Yeah, that fucking...
Let's Bobby Brown that shit. That's his prerogative. All right, the next one.
The original R. Kelly.
Yeah. I have no fucking clue this is.
Bad Bunny? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm proud to say, no, I don't know who the fuck this is.
Wow.
Because... Bad fucking Bunny. Come on.
You don't want to know. You don't.
Okay. Is it, when you said that,
okay. Do you know Pitbull?
He's just some fucking guy, a producer is he a producer that fucking
raps?
Yeah.
I put him in that category. Bad Bunny.
I'm also thinking of DJs right now.
That's absurd. That's fucking... I don't even know what to say about that. That's out of what? What's next? We're gonna have little Uzi Vert on. Okay, Missy is fucking phenomenal. I love Missy. Wow.
I think she got tired of the fucking music industry.
She's a fucking genius.
I honestly think she did because she got big and then all of a sudden she disappeared because she probably didn't want to. Because the music industry has always been controlling from Elvis Presley to today. It's
either
just
that or she realized they're all a bunch of sick fucks and she just decided to get out.
Yeah, because that's sadly, yeah. It's goddamn. I really wish they would make some serious fucking hardcore documentaries on the music industry. That would be fascinating to watch.
You put Timbaland, Missy Elliott, and Aaliyah in the same room, and it was, oh God, 9 Inch Nails. That's good.
I honestly feel, wait a minute, this is 74. Their first album, which I played a little bit, is their best fucking album.
Trent is fucking.
Yeah.
I put him above Jonathan Davis. Like, I think Trent is more of a musical genius than, and they're both doing like composition work right now. Like, they're both composers for like movies and shit. I think Trent is fucking genius.
This record right here, 9 Inch Nails, this is their first one. It is fucking awesome. And even though it doesn't matter, this is 74. This is better than that one. I know for a fact because I've listened to this. It's hands down better. So just saying. Any 9 Inch has
maybe it'll be further up.
Oh God, yeah. If you're a diehard 9 Inch, you know what I'm talking about.
Though I can't even. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah,
I'm okay with these last two.
I fucking love this album.
Yes.
These guys right here are fucking true musician artists right here.
Okay.
God damn. I'll tell you, they were like,
that's respectable. 70, I don't know, but okay.
It makes you feel like you have no business playing any instrument when you listen to fucking Steely Dan. I'm pretty sure I've hered of this, but I'm not on the. I'm on the.
No.
Yeah.
No. Crap. I don't know who this is. I can't talk about that.
Yeah, something. Gee, I never heard of this one.
Wow.
This is number 70 in the 21st century. Yeah. Even I know to say, wow. Really? 70? This was fucking huge back in the late 80s. It was just a huge, it was probably as big as an impact when it came to rap.
Go ahead.
So close to fucking Nirvana as an impact.
I was going to say, there's a few albums that changed the landscape. Like you have.
That was that one right there.
NWA, straight out of Compton. You have Dr. Dre, The Chronic. You have.
That I'd say is bigger than The Chronic right there.
I mean, you have Queensbridge. Is KRS-One even on this or anything? Or is Mobb Deep any? Oh, we don't know yet, right?
Yeah, there's certain things I've heard from other people talking.
Like Bridges.
But this
over,
right here,
like, none, oh man.
I would think in the 21st century and all that, goddamn. And I'm thinking of outside of the box. I'm thinking of others that grew up on
what about
the culture, the history of rap and hip hop and R&B. I'm thinking I'd be pissed off at this being 70 right here.
If Nas is not on this, I mean Illmatic. If Illmatic is not on this, man. Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop.
I think back to the day. Oh fuck yeah, 69. Although that's a cool number, but this is a huge.
That is a cool number.
This is fucking.
Master of Puppets is still played today.
That's it. That song alone, Master of Puppets, is my fucking theme song right there because that's exactly how I fucking feel.
Yes.
Goddamn fucking politicians are master of fucking puppets.
I mean, people are still learning that riff on their guitar right now. Like,
This was 69. That's a cool fucking number, but that's bullshit.
Wow.
That should be in the fucking goddamn top 20. That should be this album right here. I swear should be in the top 20. I'm saying it now. The Strokes, that's another big fucking right there. Progressive punk right here.
Shouldn't be top 100. No.
So
good, but not 100. No.
Well, here in the U.S.,
they had one fucking song off that album One.
Here in the U.S. is one. Definitely over in Europe, it's bigger. That's for sure.
But is this a U.S. or is this a world list? Do they think they're that
It's
important?
world.
I think they're
I
that
think it is
important.
world.
Damn.
Well, it's funny. Def Leppard is bigger here in the U.S. at one time for a big portion of their career than it was over in fucking U.K.
Wow.
it's funny. I have no fucking clue who the hell this is. I have no clue.
No shit.
I guess because I'm a dummy. I honestly don't know.
Glory Box. You would know it as soon as I play it for you.
Yeah, I can relate. I'm a dummy.
Yeah, one song.
The Queen is dead. The Smiths, they were big in the 80s. They were big in the 80s, but I don't know how. In other words, Depeche Mode, and of course, God damn it. Oh my God. I feel bad. Shit.
They're not related to Robert, are they?
Fuck.
See what I did there?
Okay. I'm glad you said that. The Cure and Depeche Mode, I would say The Cure definitely has a bigger. You know what? The Smiths are important, but okay, they're 66. We'll stay with that. De La Soul. I remember this when this was back in the 90s at the fucking clubs. Are you fucking kidding me?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I know De La Soul, but I can't tell you a single song right off the bat. I don't know.
64. I'm making a note of that because I got to go piss. I didn't do it the last time. I fucked up.
Are you getting sick and tired of always losing at hide and go seek? Well, go open a can of Meet Us in the Man Cave beer. It friggin' tastes awesome. Drink responsibly. Only available at Bubba.
Blinding Light Show, by the way. Refill. Bajuism? Man. I'm okay with the upper numbers. I think it should be pushed more towards the 80s. But Erykah Badu, like, man.
What's her genre?
More like R&B soul.
Okay. Had a gut feeling on that for some reason.
But she's musically, she's just, I put her like kind of with Nina Simone.
Mm.
She's real soulful.
Okay.
She's great. She's a great artist. Everything comes from the heart. I like everything she does. Great album as well.
So possibly, do you think she should be in the 50s or 40s here?
I was saying 80s.
80s. Wow.
I mean, we're talking. There are so many albums that could fill. Just between you and me, I guarantee we could fill the top 50 in seconds. Like,
oh yeah, oh shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those lists would go so fast. There are so many albums that are so much more influential than we're getting with, like, you know, all these other ones. But that's neither here nor there. Whatever.
During this part of our podcast, I felt the need that I should. Why the fuck not? Because it is a Memorial Day weekend, even though I gotta go with some Irish beer here.
Oh shit, he's got a Guinness.
I gotta have some Guinness right now.
Don't make me pull out a Guinness.
You've shared some love to your Scottish roots there on your whiskey, so I'm just gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, Irish, we're hand in hand. You can't.
I love my Guinness.
You can't.
Sorry.
You can't replicate a Guinness. I mean,
no, you can't. You are so right on that. You are wow. Get it? There is no other.
When you are in the mood for it.
Lord knows I was at your birthday party. I was in a big mood for Guinness beer that night. It just went down so quickly. Every beer, and after the other.
Delicious.
All right. Yeah, I love my Guinness. Okay. Mr. Jimi Hendrix. Now.
Okay.
Chris, you have anything to say here?
Jimmy's a legend. I don't.
Yes, he is.
Legend.
He was technically before both of our times. I was just a little spit. He existed, you know. He's part of the 27 Club, sadly. This album right here was... Now I have to take the 21st to the 20th century. 20th century, this album would be so much fucking lower than it is now. It would be with the Beatles. It would be, and I'm guessing with the Who and all that, and Eric Clapton and Bread and all that. And we're talking 20th century, right? Mm-hmm. But 63, that's a fucking... It just tells you, and I'm saying this right now from a 53-year-old man's perspective, who's definitely going down the guitar, which I've always had the guitar sings to me, folks. Okay. I'm just saying it right now. Ever since I was a child, there was something about the guitar. I heard it before I heard vocals. Now, Jimi Hendrix, you're probably thinking, man, I worship this man. No, I don't. But I fucking respect him like there is no other of today.
There's a handful of guys that, like we're talking about, revolutionized the rap game. There's a handful of guys that revolutionized guitar playing.
Chris is always brilliant. He's brilliant with his words and his thoughts, especially with music.
That's
you said it
undeniable. Right, you would have trouble if you were to take a guy, pick him out of nowhere, and set him down with a guitar. You would have trouble replicating anywhere near the genius level. It'd be like trying to get someone now to replicate a Mozart.
Oh yeah,
on the piano, or a Beethoven, or a, you know, it's yeah.
And
some
I'm proud
guys
to say that
can just do it.
I'm proud to say that Edward they claim, not me, there's other musicians, that Edward was the last Mozart. That to me is fucking beyond. Jimi Hendrix, he revolutionized. Chris I interrupted him telling you exactly what Jimi Hendrix is about. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying if you have to consider an artist during their time period.
Oh God.
You have to. I don't care what generation you are. I don't care what lens you're looking at it through. You have to consider what other artists are doing in their generation.
And you see, Chris, this is what's so fucking fascinating, and maybe it's being stubborn. I don't know. Maybe it's more of an... From what I understand, from even watching documentaries and listening to their own opinions, their own thoughts, and I am going with Eminem. Help me out. What Eminem? Actually, his name here. Sorry, help me out.
Marshall Mathers.
Okay, I've actually heard Marshall talk about Jimi Hendrix and how he talked about his.
Oh yeah,
how he even listened to Jimi Hendrix. I've even heard Ice-T. I've heard Ice Cube talking about Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to Run DMC, and I'm just saying, those guys right there, and no disrespect to DMX, and can you shout out DMX's true name here real quick?
Earl Simmons.
Okay. No disrespect to that gentleman right there, because I've never gone down the path to listen to his story and his influences and all that.
Mm.
And someday I will, because I'm more fascinated with him now, and the past 2 years. But these guys right here, when it comes to the culture of their genre, Those guys listen to the shit that I grew up with, the shit that they grew up with.
Yep.
The R&B and the rock and roll. And they just took it to a different level, a different step, a different beat. That's what music is. It's
inspiration.
A beat. Thank you, inspiration. They did what we all do. They're like, okay, this is how I find music. This is how I culturalize it. And all those guys, a little bit of them, they talk about Jimi Hendrix right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's so beautiful about music. Sure, you may get country, you may get R&B, you may get a little bit of rock and roll. It's and rap, hip hop. It's all one blend. Especially the guys that understand their background today. And I hate to sound like an asshole, but today I don't think they're getting it. I don't think they understand it.
No, you got to put in the time, but eventually, at some point, it's about having the vulnerability to be an artist. Once you recognize a true artist is someone that just says, "Here I am, world. You either accept it or you don't. You're going to get on board with me, or you're not." And certain artists like Jimmy, I mean, the whole world got on board with because they didn't know what the fuck they were experiencing. They hadn't experienced that level yet. And it was like,
speaking of levels, Dale, my teacher right now, he's giving me some songs to work on in the next couple of weeks. They're simple. He's making them into more simple chords for one finger or two. And I fucked up. He gave me a song, and I'm thinking Jimi Hendrix is Eric Clapton. And I'm like, oh, my bad. Shit, what the fuck? I don't have the sheet right here. And I'm like, well, I am like probably another 10 years before I could touch Jimi Hendrix. He's like, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Quick side note. I thought when you pulled out that sheet reader, whatever that's called, I forget what that's called, a podium. But I thought you were going to bring up a movie. I thought you were going to bring up Whiplash. Have you ever seen Whiplash?
I'm thinking of the song, but help me out here.
Holy shit. What a movie, dude.
No. I'm butchering it. Whiplash.
Oh, man. J.K.
Should have been a drummer.
I forget his name. But delivered a
Tupac.
Fucking phenomenal. Oh, sorry, we're on this. Sorry.
No. Go. I just wanted. You could still tell us what you're sharing. This is music.
If you can watch it, it's fucking good, man.
Why the fuck? I know I've heard this. Whiplash. It's just, yeah. God damn it. It's like I've heard about it. Maybe I have seen it. I'm just not.
That's all good.
No.
All eyes on me.
Let's go. I'm gonna shut up. No, this is not being disrespectful. Tupac. I'm gonna let Chris talk about Tupac right now. This is his specialty.
Wow. 62.
I know how huge Tupac is.
It's been a lot of controversy about him lately, but if you were talking about cultural,
really,
yeah,
God damn it,
yeah. If you're talking about cultural impact,
that breaks my heart.
I fucking love Tupac. Like he was a poet first. Rose from
would have been so fucking huge today. Sorry.
No, A Rose from Concrete was one of his books. It's got all of his poetic works in that.
Right.
Side note, since we're on the whole Will Smith bandwagon and all that stuff, and P. Diddy and all them, he actually grew up with Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, that I do know. But she's obsessed with him.
But who wouldn't
real
be,
quick
dude?
Before
what
if
a
there's
charismatic, fucking phenomenal artist, man. I mean, he's a poet. He was a damn.
Tupac is not here to defend himself. I'm saying that out loud real quick. Not to you. I'm just saying that out loud right now, Qua.
Yeah.
He's not here to defend himself.
No.
I remember Tupac well enough.
Yeah.
To me, he was the most powerful at that time. He was the biggest. I'm thinking back when he was. I remember Tupac.
No lies told. There was a energy that came with
hell of an actor.
With Pac. There was a fucking energy. He commanded a room when he walked into it. They
God damn.
They say the only energy that was matched with Tupac, and this is coming straight from Snoop Dogg, the only energy that's ever been seen after Tupac was DMX. It was like DMX.
Really?
DMX was his successor.
I gotta find my phone real quick before I forget. Go ahead. Keep on.
But not enough can be said about the man. All Eyes on Me was great. It was a double album. When I got that album, I thought it was a big deal because I was like 14 fucking years old. I don't remember. But yeah, fucking beautiful album. But I would place Machiavelli above this. That's just me.
I understand, and I respect that. I truly do. How could I put this without putting words in your mouth right now? Damn it! Where the hell is it? Tupac is okay. I want to play like I've never heard of Tupac before. Is there a possibility that maybe because Tupac's lifespan was cut short, that maybe we didn't get to hear the best of him?
Oh, absolutely. The man had the man still has work being released to this day.
Yeah, that I have heard. I'm hoping I could share something.
There's a literal Tupac estate, which is headed by his mother. They only release
awesome.
his albums, which some of them Eminem worked on as well. I mean,
Chris, I'm technically, I want you to pay attention to this because if you haven't seen this, then good. I hope you can enjoy this. Mm-hmm. I watched enough YouTube. Duh. I came across this, and I don't know if you've seen this or not. How long is it? We're doing this. You can watch it at your. Of course, it goes to I just sent Chris a live performance from DMX, so that's what it was.
We're still trying to. So impact has to be addressed when you talk about these artists, right? When an artist comes out and impacts the world in a way, we're still trying to create 3D holographs of Tupac. That should tell you something.
I've heard of that shit too.
That should tell you something.
Yeah, you're right about that. That should tell you something.
What other artists are they doing that with?
Let's say they're doing it with 4 artists. And Tupac's one of them. That says something right there.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah. Bingo. I really hope we're still getting viewers. You know what? I don't care. Chris and I are enjoying the shit up. And I know other people personally that watch our podcast. No.
Sade, man. Sade.
No disrespect to her. I just remember her, I want to say late 80s for my time, being at certain nightclubs. She was huge. Sorry.
Sure. She's fucking great. If I could, you were talking about how artists love other artists. This was DMX number 1. Sade.
Really?
Yes. If he could do a song with any artist, he wanted to do a song with Sade. He loved her.
By the way, folks, if you're watching or listening, if you hear a lot of Edward Van Halen, or turn it around, if you hear a lot of DMX, Edward Van Halen, you're like, why the fuck? It's because it's our podcast.
It's our loves.
That's right. And maybe we're teaching you something. Enough said. Drop the microphone finally on my part.
So
Okay.
catching up, I'm not good with Tupac 62. Sade,
Okay.
sure, 61, whatever. Andy Warhol.
Oh shit, my bad. Fuck. At the point I'm losing track of numbers. 60. Okay, let me go back to 62.
I'm okay.
Tupac. I honestly, I'm gonna. This isn't much of a move. I'm gonna say 50.
I was gonna put it inside 50. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at 50 because I don't agree to 61. Sade, I think of more of a personal experience of just one particular time, so I shouldn't justify 61 here. But good times, good memories.
I'm okay with it because I have a bias because DMX loves her.
Okay, enough said. That's all that rules here. Velvet Underground. Okay, they were. Now, I want to put aside, I remember how big they were with the whole culture of the whole punk alternative. But for the number, honestly, I don't know where to put this at. All right, let's put it this way. Fucking the Breeders should be fucking lower than this. And I don't know if they're on this. The Breeders are from Dayton, Ohio, by the way.
I'm not seeing
the fuck.
I mean, I'm not seeing a single like Foo Fighter. I'm not seeing a single like Nirvana. I'm not seeing anything yet. Arctic Monkeys, like, come on.
Yeah, it's good. I'm trying to remember the title. This has to be worldwide. This has to be worldwide.
Where is this? Sweden right now?
It's just worldwide because this is definitely worldwide.
Okay, I like Oasis. I
do too.
I liked the One Brother.
I
liked the One Brother. The other brother.
Oh my
fucking
God.
Drove me nuts. What's the story?
Wow.
No, it's their Beatles copies. I don't.
Yeah. And they tried to steal John Lennon just from John Lennon's his opinion, and he was just sharing what he was going. There was only one John Lennon in this world, and nobody could experience. Not even Paul could tell you right now. Sir Paul McCartney could tell you right now. I can't tell you what John was experiencing.
No,
but they fucker. I like Oasis, like you said. I agree.
I do. They had a thing going, and then they broke it up. They fucked it up, whatever. But
they fucked it up.
I don't think they should be in 100.
They thought they were bigger than Jesus.
Well, he did.
And they stole that from. Yeah, and they stole that from John Lennon. And John Lennon's just saying, "Look, I'm just telling you how you guys are." No. No homage to John Lennon. John Lennon is extremely important to music agriculture, big time. And shame on me I'm sorry, John. I do not mean to disrespect John Lennon.
Sorry, Yoko.
Yeah, no, John Lennon. I'm telling you, okay, Chris. I'm telling you right now, as much as your love for DMX, John Lennon, it's that big. Those two have.
He's genius.
The genius and everything that you've described about DMX's background and culture. Mm-hmm. There's some serious similarities there. I'm just saying.
Lennon's you can't take nothing away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who is this here?
Get the fuck out of
here.
All
right, 57, whatever.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, stop.
The only reason that dude ever sold albums was because he fucking worked out and he decided to take all his clothes off. Fucking D'Angelo.
Hey, what about Mark Wahlberg there? Come on,
are you fucking kidding me? D'Angelo is 57. Get out of here.
I'm waiting for you to pay attention to the screen right now because this is totally the opposite. Yeah.
Disintegration?
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Did you listen to the live one here recently? Holy shit.
Listen.
The Cure is so fucking underrated, world.
I'm kind of happy that it's this high up, but this is easily inside the top 30.
This is a personal thing right here, I think.
Robert
I really
Smith. Come on.
This whole bit.
Come on now. The Disintegration was possibly, I would place Disintegration and I would place the Black Album by by My Chemical Romance, the best themed albums in the world.
The Cure, the band itself, are not giving credit as musicians. They designed the 90s sound, folks. I have a lot of love for a lot of 90s. I truly do. I have an 80s, but there is a passion and a love for 90s that I have so much. This is a category all on its own. The Cure fucking designed it. They are the developers. They are the godfathers of the 90s. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it, and I have fucking proof from the Cure itself. Just saying. Chris has never heard me say this before, but this is how I feel. And I know a lot of people that back me up on that shit.
Yeah. There's a true, what was their original band name? I forget. Oh man, damn it. But they moved from their original band name, and then they moved to the True Cure, I believe, and then they actually became The Cure. And from then on, I can't remember. I mean, you're talking about the Ramones, you're talking about The Cure, you might as well put them all in the same category. I mean, Robert Smith, dude. Who's done it for so long as Robert Smith? Come on.
I just, if you're curious to even know what I mean, because I'm passionate about music, if you're even like, what is he fucking talking about? You need to check out. I shouldn't say me, I'm hoping that you can sense from Chris as well. The Cure is something you need to, I would advise that you check them out. Understand they're incredible. Their musicianship, their talent is
just this album. Just check this album out.
They're underrated. Wouldn't you say they're underrated?
This 56?
Bullshit. That's a personal thing.
Highly. That is total horseshit.
To me, I'm gonna be, because it's personal, it's in the top 15. It's a personal thing. I understand that. That's my personal top 15.
No way.
Just
one of the greatest conceptual albums ever made. Like, fuck off.
See, this is what happened. Apple, I love and hate you right now. I stand by your product. I'm an editor, and I'm an editor. I love your tools. I love your fucking tools. Steve Jobs, if he was alive today, I know he would have a lot to do with this. But I think they did this shit on purpose, Chris. I think they did.
Get a conversation
Rihanna.
Going? I mean, what the fuck are we?
We haven't even got to the Beatles, and that's a good thing. But Rihanna, now I'm gonna say it right now, Chris. This is shitty, women. I apologize to all the women out there that I respect so much. But keep in mind, I'm single as hell. When I hear the name Rihanna, I'm like, hi.
Hey,
Rihanna. But I don't know her music. I know her music, but I don't know it as a album.
Rihanna's great. Okay, she's a great vocalist. She's a great hook singer. I mean, I think she even writes occasionally, but come on. What the how do we go from Robert fucking Smith, who literally created a band around his own persona. How do we go from a executive producer, a writer, a lead singer? How do we go from that to Rihanna? Come on, you guys.
How the fuck is she above Tupac at this point? It's because it's next. John Coltrane. I feel like I should know this.
Very minimal experience with this, but I want to be respectful because I know the name.
Yeah, myself as well. So I apologize for any listener reviews out there that understand this more, because my Uncle Joe brought me up on blues, and something tells me this is a very important, and I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but that John Coltrane, I'm going to just go forward.
If I know the name and haven't heard the music, I kind of already...
That name sounds... I feel bad.
I kind of already have respect for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, John Coltrane, I apologize. The Rolling Stones. Wow. The Rolling Stones. This is a band that, as everybody knows, the Rolling Stones. Shit, they're older than God. This is a British band that sounds American, and that's not being disrespectful. Look, I love British rock and roll. I fucking love, and British rock and roll loves American rock and roll. I'm not trying to sound disrespectful, because I'm not. Fuck me, I'm not. Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. I just butchered Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath. Those are two. Okay, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden.
Ozzy.
Those are bands I are a part of my life, part of my soul. The Rolling Stones. I've never been a huge Rolling Stones fan, but I fucking love and respect the shit out of them.
You know what is one of my favorite songs in history?
What's that?
Painted Black.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fuck me.
I can hear it right now.
That song, it's never even been tried to be replicated. There's never been a band that was like, hey, maybe we could do Painted Black. Fuck no.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one band that could do that fucking song. That song is fucking legendary.
And Mick Jagger, right now, I'm going to give credit's due. There is no better entertainer in this world, frontman, than Mick Jagger. He's the best. He's the king. He's the fucking king.
Moves like Jagger.
He is the fucking king.
Oh, one of my most hated bands in history is Maroon 5.
What the fuck happened to Maroon 5? When in the beginning they were a band. They were a fucking band. They were either a pop or rock band. Now they sold out.
I fucking hate them. I
like their first album was great.
Mostly after that, mostly that lead singer. He fucking grinds every
no disrespect
nerve I got. Oh my God.
I know this sounds shitty, but no disrespect for our homosexual listeners out there. You know, for the men out there that I know there's a lot of men out there that are gay that are just hung up over them. But come on, let's get to the roots of it. They fucking sold out.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with attractiveness or anything like that. It just has to be with he's a horrible human being.
He sold out.
Ugh.
I just know from somebody who was at one time who I thought was one of my oldest friends. Well, he was my oldest friends, but I just, you know what? Next. Oh, shit.
Hey.
Oh, 50 fucking 2?
No.
Well.
Easily inside 40.
Yeah, I agree. 30, high 30s. 40s, yeah. 40s. This is a great fucking album. Oh my God. 1987, Appetite for Destruction.
Axl is not
It's Mr. Brownstone. I fucking love that song. Sorry.
Axel's never been duplicated. Slash
His
never
voice.
been duplicated. Like
Slash always lets the music speak for him. He always lets that guitar sing for him.
No, that's literally one of the greatest bands to come. That's one of the greatest hair bands ever.
Rolling Stones. Guns N' Roses, GNR, Appetite for Destruction was a huge fucking. All right, we're fucking tired of the hair bands, Chris. We're tired of the makeup, the poisons, wait a minute. Why
Motley
the fuck am I watching? Yeah. They were a hair band. They were a heavy metal band in the 80s from LA.
Mm.
They were, I want to say, this is from my perspective, thinking of that and what we got in the early 90s in 1991. Actually, technically, that's so simple. I want to say Guns N' Roses was the original LA grunge band.
That's fair.
52 is bullshit, though.
That's fair. What was the
53?
No, what was the venue on? Was it on Sunset Boulevard, LA?
Oh yeah, you go down Sunset Boulevard. Very good. You would go down to Whiskey A Go Go, which is legendary. There were so many other bars down there. Of course, with Sunset Boulevard, the Rainbow. Of course,
I can literally picture watching that documentary where they talk about their live shows on the Whiskey. I think they were at the Whiskey.
But we know what was really cool about the bands back in the 80s. They were not against each other. They were all so supportive, and that's what's so fucking beautiful about the 80s hair bands. 80s hair bands get kind of teased a little bit in a certain sense, but they were so supportive. They were just like the 90s bands were. The LA bands in the 80s. You know as well as I do, the documentaries, they would not trade those times for anything. Like Motley Crue, they lived in that apartment above the Rainbow. This is where This is a case where I feel like it was an artist where we were graced with greatness. Yeah.
And, through all those times, because now we see videos of Axl, he can't hit those high notes like he used to. He can't sing like he used to. You know what I'm saying?
But he can't. But that's just a part of human nature.
Right. Right. But it was like we were graced.
Oh my God, could he fucking do some shit with those vocals for so many years?
We were graced at that time period, and it's like we kind of, chewed it up and spit it out. We didn't appreciate it for what it was, because what we got during those years was great, and it should have been recognized while we had it. You know what I mean?
So the same time with Tupac and all of them, NWA, all that shit was just so fucking raw. All that shit was so raw. It was so real. It really was. It was so fucking, and there was passion behind it. There was creativity behind it. It was, it was what they were going through. Today, it's kind of like, okay, remote control. I got an orange button. The bitch touched my orange button. I mean, what the fuck? Who cares? By the way, a little shout out to
orange button. God damn it.
Orange button. It went green. What the fuck do you mean? It went to green. What do you mean?
Damn, you're a poet and you didn't know it.
I didn't know it because my mom didn't show it. Little shout out to Guns N' Roses for all Southwestern Ohioans, of course. I got to say it right now for all you other fucking NFL teams out there, fans. Welcome to the Jungle was for the Cincinnati Bengals, not for you other NFL teams. Okay? Welcome to the Jungle. The Bengals decided that's our song. Yep. Not Indiana, not fucking Texas, not fucking Florida.
Not fucking North Carolina either. Fucking trying to take our fucking first in aviation and everything.
Yeah, I get it. Welcome to the jungles, the LA streets. I understand that's true lyrics that Axel wrote up. But for a theme song football team, God damn it. No, that's the Bengals. That's the Bengals theme song, fuckers. We'll make that straight. So, for you fucking Falcon fans out there, get your own goddamn theme song.
Fucking Falcons.
Prince. Oh, snap. Now, let's look at this album here. Sign of the Times. 51.
Yikes.
Sign of the Times.
Yikes.
I know this album.
The inside 50, I think, are going to start getting real hard.
Yeah. Sign of the Times, Prince. I'm just going to pass. But if it was another album, I'd be fucking irate right now. 2 other albums, I'd be fucking irate right now.
Prince is fucking...
I'll just hint.
Damn.
Purple. Yeah.
If you've heard him play, I mean... people like to compare Prince to Michael Jackson.
I'll be back.
Fuck, man. If you want to really jump into it, Prince was a musician first. I mean, you can talk about his vocals, you can do whatever you want, but you need to witness his actual like musician abilities before taking anything away from Prince.
Oh, I gotta go.
I mean, Michael Jackson didn't play me. Man. Yeah. I'm going to say I'm okay with this. As soon as you get back. I hear your toilet. I heard the toilet.
Okay, I heard the toilet. So did... All right. This is not the first podcast where the toilet is flushing. When I walked away, folks.
So all I said was that a lot of people like to compare Prince to Michael Jackson. There you go. Before you do that, you got to recognize Prince's musician's ability. Michael Jackson didn't play an instrument. So I'm going to say okay to this because, yeah, it has to be. He has to be in there.
I'm like,
if you've ever witnessed his musician prowess, I mean, it's fucking legendary.
I don't have another Heineken in here. It's in my other fridge. Problems I love having. Thank you, Chris. To elaborate what Chris was saying, no disrespect to Mr. Michael Jackson, because I always will have love for Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. Michael Jackson was definitely and don't take this the wrong way, Michael Jackson was the most amazing entertainer in pop music. And I don't want to make that sound like I'm taking anything away from Michael Jackson, because I'm not. I'm not at all whatsoever. He was a very creative and amazing soul, and it was so important to our music history. That being said, Prince was truly a Mozart. Prince could, if you're a fan of the Foo Fighters, you probably have known by now that Dave Grohl, when he was basically creating the first album for the Foo Fighters, he decided, I'm going to play the drums, I'm going to play the bass, I'm going to play the guitar, I'm basically going to produce and create, this album, the Foo Fighters. And I'm so proud of Wolfgang doing the same thing for his own first 2 albums. Now, granted, those 2 are not the first. Stevie Wonder, who cannot visually see, this man was blind, folks. Stevie Wonder, he basically played all the instruments on, I think, 2 of his albums. Prince, basically is responsible for what they say to this very day. The 80s is the biggest importance of music when it comes to what we listen to. The 80s. Yes, the 80s. If it wasn't for Prince, we would not have the 80s. Prince was the Mozart of music. And this right here is not one of his best albums, but because I have so much respect for Prince, that should not even be a 51. It should be in the top 20 because he was a fucking music genius. And if it wasn't for Prince, Chris, no disrespect to DMX, I don't think you'd have him right now.
I got no problem with that. I'm wondering
he was a fucking god.
I'm wondering if there was another, if there's a follow-up Prince album in the top like 20 or 30. That's what I'm wondering.
In this, I'm telling you right, I'm not going to say anything. I'll just give you a hint. There's a color in your crayon box right now that better be in it. Kate Bush. I love Kate Bush. I remember being an important factor of the progressive rock, but I don't know how to put her on this list because as her album wise, I'm
going to take your experience on this. Kate Bush.
I'm gonna be Sledgehammer. I got Peter
Sledgehammer.
Peter Gabriel.
Really?
No, not that song. I'm gonna take Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel, great. He had a lot of progressive type of rock. The original frontman for Genesis.
Her face looks familiar.
Just giving you a concept of their weird art music, I guess you could say. Oh, fuck. Chris and I would like to thank you for watching or listening to Meet Us in the Man Cave. Since you enjoyed watching us, make sure that you tell all your friends and family to subscribe to Meet Us in the Man Cave here on YouTube. Make sure you click on that notification bell. That way you're notified on our next video podcast or live stream video. Better yet, if you appreciate freedom of speech and oppose censorship for content creators, make sure you follow Meet Us in the Man Cave on Rumble. Are you on Discord? Well, Meet Us in the Man Cave's there. Come and hang out with us. You can find and follow Meet Us in the Man Cave on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. And as always, you can listen and download Meet Us in the Man Cave on your favorite podcasting app. Available to stream or download so you can listen all you want, whenever you want. For more information, go to meetusinthemancave.podbean.com.